Welcome, political science students. We are welcome to the third semester political science. As you know, this course for political science major students. This course is divided into 5 modules, and module 3 is forms of government. The instructor for this unit is Mr. G. Ramesh, Assistant Professor, Department of Political Science, St. Joseph's College for Women, Autonomous, Visakhapatnam, Andhra Pradesh State, India. Learning outcomes. The first chapter of this unit, Unitary Form of Government, Merits and Demerits. By the end of this chapter, the learner should be able to understand the structure of unitary government, identify merits of unitary government, recognize demerits and limitations, compare with federal systems, and assess real world examples. Content. This unit, that is forms of government, and the first chapter is Unitary Form of Government, Merits and Demerits. The content of the chapter are Introduction to Unitary Form of Government, Definition and Key Features, Advantages of Unitary System, Centralized Decision Making, Efficient Resource Allocation, Uniform Laws and Policies, Potential Disadvantages, and finally conclusion. Now let us go into the lesson and look at the unitary form of government, merits and demerits. A unitary form of government is a system in which the central government holds the primary power and authority. So in this type of government, which all powers resides in the central government, local authorities are subordinate to the central government only. Unitary system, the central government has the majority of power and decision making authority. So there is typically a single legislature that makes laws for the entire country. Laws are uniform throughout the country with little room for regional variation. The United Kingdom is an example of a unitary system with central government in London holding significant power. France is another example of unitary system with a strong central government and limited regional autonomy. So unitary systems can promote efficient governance and decision making, and unitary systems can help to promote national unity and consistency in laws and policies. So unitary system can simplify administration and reduce the complexity of governance. A unitary system is characterized by centralized authority, subordinate local units, uniformity. So in the centralized authority, the national government holds supreme power. So power is centralized or concentrated in central authority, which makes decisions for the entire country. And the local governments are dependent on the central government. Local units such as the states or provinces have limited autonomy and are subordinate to the central authority. And uniformity. Laws and policies are consistent across the country. So laws and policies are uniform throughout the country with little room for regional variation. So these features enable efficient decision making and promote national unity, but can also limit regional autonomy and flexibility. Advantages of unitary system. A unitary system offers several benefits or advantages. particularly in promoting national unity and efficiency. Here I mentioned some advantages: strong national identity, efficient governance, resource allocation, stability and order. A strong national identity. Unitary system can promote a strong national identity and unity. And centralized decision making reduces bureaucracy and delays. Decisions can be made quickly and efficiently without needing to consult multiple levels of government. The effective resource allocation. Central government allocates resources effectively based on national needs. Resources can be allocated effectively without duplication or waste. And stability and order. A strong central government can ensure stability and order across the country. So unitary systems can provide stability and order with a clear line of authority. Centralized decision making. Centralized decision making refers to the concentration of decision making authority in a single entity or single group. So in a unitary state, major decisions are made by central government. This allows a swift and decisive action. So here benefits are faster response to the national crisis, effective implementation of policies, consistent approach across regions. So centralized decision making can facilitate quick and efficient decision making. And centralized decision making can promote consistency in policies and decisions. And centralized decision making provides a clear line of authority, reducing confusion and overlapping responsibilities. Here we have some challenges in centralized decision making: potential for overlooking regional needs and limited local autonomy, and a risk of central government overreach. Central decision making can limit output from diverse perspectives and stakeholders. And centralized decision making can lead to decisions that are disconnected from local needs and concerns. And centralized decision making can increase the risk of errors as decisions are made by a limited number of individuals. Efficient resource allocation. The central government can allocate resources effectively, efficiently based on national priorities, national needs, resource allocation, development goals. So efficient resource allocation is critical for achieving national development goals. For the national needs, central government identifies national priorities. So resources should be allocated based on national priorities and development goals. And resource allocation resources are directed to critical areas. So resources should be used optimally to minimize impact and minimize waste. And strategic planning is essential for efficient resource allocation, ensuring that resources are aligned with national needs and goals. And development goals. Resources are used to achieve national development goals. So efficient resource allocation is crucial for achieving national development goals such as poverty reduction, and economic growth, etc. Uniform laws and policies. The unitary system promotes a consistent legal framework across the country. Uniform laws and policies refers to the consistent application of rules and regulations across a jurisdiction. So, uniform laws and policies promote consistency, reducing legal disputes, reducing confusion and ambiguity, and it promotes fairness and equality. So, uniform laws policies can promote fairness, ensuring that everyone is subject to the same rules and regulations. And simplicity simplifies legal processes, reduces confusion for citizens. So, uniform laws and policies can simplify administration, reducing the complexity of governance. And national unity. Uniform laws creates a sense of shared identity and strengthens the nation's legal framework. Uniform laws and policies can promote national unity, ensuring that everyone is subject to the same rules and regulations. A unitary government has several disadvantages. Limited regional autonomy, overload on central government, potential for abuse of power, disconnect from local needs, and flexibility. So, here I mentioned some disadvantages. Local needs, limited ability to address local concerns. So, the central government may not always be aware of or responsive to local needs and concerns. And reduces autonomy for local governments. Local governments have limited power and autonomy, which can lead to a lack of responsiveness to local needs. And centralization, risk of over centralization and bureaucratic inefficiency. So, the concentration of power in a unitary system can lead to abuse of power if not checked by other institutions. And also, the central government may become overloaded with responsibilities, leading to inefficiencies and delays. Unitary system can be inflexible, making it difficult to respond to unique local circumstances. So, these disadvantages can impact the effectiveness and responsiveness of the governance. In a conclusion, the unitary form of government is a common system worldwide. It offers advantages in promoting national unity, efficiency, and stability. A unitary form of government offers several benefits, including efficient decision making, strong national identity, and effective resource allocation, etc. However, it also has some drawbacks, such as limited regional autonomy, potential for abuse of power, and disconnect from local needs. So, ultimately, the stability of a unitary system depends on the specific context and needs of a country. What have we learned? Understand the structure of unitary government, identify merits and unitary government, recognize demerits and limitations, compare with federal systems and assess real world examples. Thank you.